What do we have here? Does that add to that, maybe? Yeah, it becomes +6. When plunging into the adversary's pyre, the bearer deals bonus damage. Let's apply that and keep it around. You in the front line. Rookie, you keep the ambers. Put it back to basically normal. Udmildhe, Bertrude, I mean, sorry. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pyre is restored by up to +5. Yeah, let's use you.
Bertrude. It is done.
Face us now, Udmildhe, with or without the aid of thy dead god, whom thou so cherish needlessly. Now then, Nightwings, ye wish to mock Islach, ye in your infinite foolishness shall be among the first to suffer.
Okay, let's see.
Begin.
Take.
My goodness.
Okay. There you go.
United in banishment.
Oh, we just did it. We just did it. Very good.
Zap.
There we go. Much better. Much better.
One of our own seeketh ye the lifeblood of thyself, yes? Ye wretched witch, tempering with eldritch forces of which ye knows naught, ye forfeit everything for an abomination from the stars. Quaint, we thought perchance ye sought the true enlightenment, yet ye reveal yourselves to be as narrow as the things which ye, with which ye now consort. Islach shall devour you, as all the rest.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Foul witch Udmildhe. Would that she serve the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores.
Take that. Take that.
Tis taken.
Dropped again. Stop that. Lucky break at least. Give me that.
Oh.
We did it. Hex of victory, and we are healed. Very good, very good. Oh, and she does a lot of damage. I like that. Maybe Udmildhe will be our go-to now. Ran out of stamina there. That's unfortunate. Just regained. She just regained that. Shame. Okay. And there we go. Beautiful.
The Nightwings
Beautiful.
prevail.
Now that was much better. That's
May their
given me a
next
bit of a boost
adversaries
of
fare
confidence.
A little better.
And it's always good to
The right is done.
hinder Udmildhe.
How can this be? How can this be? Islach, answer us! Islach! Islach!
Which Udmildhe continues with her screaming, having been defeated in this rite. You observe Bertrude there, fixed in a meditative pose.
There, Udmildhe, relent, relent. Thy god has not abandoned thee, because thy god is dead. Thy god is dead. Pray to him like thou likest, yet it shall do thee no good.
As Bertrude recedes into the shadows, Udmildhe slumps down, staring at nothing before her.
Impossible. This cannot be. Answer us. Answer us.
Udmildhe suffers -5 hope permanently. May the scribes have mercy.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Very good. And Udmildhe, Bertrude. I always mix that up, sorry.
Lust for
Bertrude
knowledge
ranks up.
becomes manifest.
The strange design of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries, are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think.
Okay. Now, while Bertrude's Pyre has less flame than the adversaries, she shall deal an additional 5. You know what? We could have both of them, and only when our Pyres are entirely tied does she not get 5 bonus. Yeah, let's do that. That seems very good to have. Just a permanent +5 unless we're exactly tied, which is rare anyways.
Until the stars
And of course something that will
align.
also be ended by jumping into the Pyre in the first place. So I think that's a pretty good outcome of a permanent +5. Seems good to me. Anyone want to talk? After you thwarted the withdrawn rather decisively, there is little time for you to rest. There's little time for you to rest as yet. The night beckons and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one. It is already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coldness of the season now presents to us another chance. He heads out straight away, and you follow in turn. Already? Indeed, among the remaining stars, you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. The path to freedom is laid bare before you. Pursue it. Okay, already. That's quicker than usual, right? There it is, Soliam, the Golden Star. Wolfred's planner says that we are facing the Essence. We've done historically bad against them. I think we're tied, which is not good. That's worse for us than most. Yeah, we're gonna face them then. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's go there. Let's go there now. Already are the Nightwings summoned back to Mount Elodial. Picture the rites as a wheel broken free from a black wagon. It is turning uncontrollably and soon shall reach a sudden stop. We should have several chances left for someone to go free, either us or else our adversaries, but not both. What is at stake each time is further complicated now. I must admit, knowing we have so few opportunities remaining, those whom we send back into the Commonwealth, should our plan somehow fail, they may look back upon their exile with fondness. So returning to the Commonwealth is not inherently a mercy, I don't think. Moreover, there are also those among us whom we count on to prevail in the rites. We need them on the Nightwings just as much as we need them in the Commonwealth. We cannot simply grow our numbers here given the circumstances. And so, who stays, who goes? These choices affect us all. No pressure there, my boy. Now, I don't know about you, but I shall go and take my leave for now. Let's set forth again at daybreak. Someone wants to talk, and pages are revealed. Okay. Bertrude. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there it is. There she is, doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can when Wolfred is around. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burned to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press, regardless. Thy written words,
They moved us many times, and many others whom we know there in the southern bogs.
No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas.
Perhaps.
My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice.
Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood.
Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks?
No good at all.
They exchange a laugh at this, but then...
Even still, and although this new ordeal, and even through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so?
Bertrude.
Nay, we understand full well. Thou needst not further explain thyself.
There are different kinds of love, Bertrude.
On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood.
They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then...
Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough, it is enough.
She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Okay, now let's take a look at the Book of Rites, what it has to say. The Greater Titans. Cover to cover, achievement unlocked. Ooh. Let's inspect. In the words of Under King Or's The Sea Sojourner. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the waters, and so that he could see them plain, and burning essence of those who came. The burning essence of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest, but in the downside, this one... Oh yeah, right. He's a worm. He speaks like a friend, Sir Gilman. This one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together we achieved great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the greater Titans, which once darkened this dark land. But in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan stars never stain the sky during our time. Okay, anything else we got there? Islaj, of course. The foul name of the Star Titan is written here but once. Do not invoke it, lest you aid its reawakening. It sups upon despair and fear and doubt, and lands such as our own. 'Twas our mighty mistress Milith which tracked the astral-born monstrosity within its loathsome pit, where it lay nursing wounds sustained from traveling across the stars in search of simple prey. As the wicked astral-born could drive a lesser creature to the brink of sanity with a mere passing glance, but not Milith. She cast upon the fiend 100 words of binding, each one more binding than the last. With the creature's incandescent skin, we bound this book and bound ourselves onto the stars. Okay. And that's it. Right, we get those when invoking the Titans. Let's exit then and continue our journey. We take off. And we fly quickly to well, to the mountain. It's a long journey though, it's a long journey. But we can make it in a relatively quick straight line. So that's good, and yeah, it's not that far. It's not that much further, I mean. There we are. There's the mountain. Once more we sail above the fall of Soliam. The temple to the 8 scribes awaits us in the summit. None have seen the temple save for those worthy to conduct the rites there, and myself, and my counterpart Celeste. You may then wonder whence it came. The cycle of the rites has turned since the beginning of this age. Over its course, whilst waiting for the cycle's turns, some exiles thus paid tribute to the 8 scribes. I think the scribes may not have wanted such extravagance, or the carved effigies for them along the way, yet it is for triumvirates to decide how best to honor the rites. They chose to honor them as you see there. How you remember this, of course, whether you even wish to do so, that is yours to decide. The scribes would not want otherwise. Okay. Now we land at the usual suspects, right? Emperor's Fall and Emperor's Ascent. Who wants what? A pathway on the outskirts of Mount Elodiel's nameless lower summit. You sense Bertrude shall gain favor from the scribes if you land there. I am intending to use her on the team. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Elodiel. You sense Wolfred shall gain favor. I'm going to go to Emperor's Fall then, because I plan on using her. Because she was fun to use in the last one. You make landing upon Mount Elodiel, where Wolfred pulls you aside while the others complete the post-flight inspections. He puffs at his pipe before speaking up. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. This means that I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom in the eye of the 8 scribes. Know, however, that this is not my wish to go. That it is not my wish to go just yet. It is true I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Nightwings are on a surer footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is not to contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of us, yourself included, shall find our freedom. If not soon, then by when all of this is over. The Beyond the Crystal seeks Bertrude. Yeah, I don't really want to do those, to be honest. Let's seek the Nomad Scribe's favor. Having completed the post-flight inspections, you and Bertrude visit the monument of Gol-Golathanian, here in Emperor's Fall. Ye ancient gods who flit among the stars, grant thy boon on sandalwood, if one is to be granted, for he shall put it to good use. He seems to still believe in ye, to some extent at least. Thus shall we do the same for now, and honor thy traditions. Soon she is finished paying her respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Gol-Golathanian has shown you favor. You soon shall ascend the mountain, though there is time now to pursue your vocations. Bertrude gained +2 hope for the next rites. Very good. Very good. Someone wants to talk as well? Let's do that first. Bertrude, okay. You approach Bertrude just as she is finished polishing the various bottles, flasks and vials that your fellow exiled have collected during your travels through the downside. The evidence of thy travails, how brazenly ye put them on display. Ye tempt these lands to swallow ye. She lets out a long breath. Nonetheless, these trinkets stir our memories, not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies, and in exchange we found agreeable.
We sought then certain reagents necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth. And he knew where to procure them. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks, a certain recipe notorious yet secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas when we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside for Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long had we studied this accursed place, Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands, lands so far away, and yet they called to us. If molten Melith was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely it was not beyond reckoning that we could do the same. Furthermore, but she hesitates. It matters not, reading one. Thou hast indulged our tales long enough for now. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfred, yet you sense that she is here by choice. Okay then,